I love the Albany waterfront. I think it's a beautiful place, and it has beautiful possibilities, I look forward to seeing more open space there and completing our Bay Trail and doing a lot of things. You know, the biggest problem with the ferry is you put it there and none of that happens, ever. The second observation I'd like to make that I just think is interesting is that there was a long line of people that came and talked to us tonight, and I recognize them all. And the last time I saw everybody here that talked in favor of this ferry building, they came up and talked to me in favor of approving an EIR on Caruso's Mall. So I'm really here saying that this resolution is about protecting the possibility of expanded open space. You know, having something that when you go down there, it's nice. You breathe in the sea air, it's nice. There's a wonderful spot over in Berkeley. I talked to Tom Bates just the other day. They really want it. And it will service this area and this community just fine. Unfortunately, the sites at Buchanan and Gilman are horrible sites, both for the environment, for Albany, and for the possibility of having open space at our waterfront in the future. And I urge this council to adopt this resolution. I'm going to move that we approve Resolution 0702 to oppose the Water Transit Authority study of the ferry terminal sites at Buchanan or the Gilman sites.
I'll second.
I actually have more comments,
Comment away.
if I might. It's an interesting puzzle. I think that, you know, in general, if you ask me, should more study be done, should more information be available, I'm entirely in favor of that. I found, I believe it was Mr. Perry's information about the Sierra Club principles of environmental justice, a very persuasive argument towards that. Don't turn down information until you have all the information. In terms of my gut feelings about the sites, that my gut reaction is that the university site, the access issues are that the interchange needs improvement. Now that could be either the university interchange, which if you're down there right now and you come back from the waterfront and you want to head east on 80, how do you do it? There's no eastbound on-ramp. Of course, then I can turn around and say if you're going westbound and you want to get off at Buchanan, there's not a westbound off-ramp that leads to the waterfront there either. So you kind of got both of those problems. Well, how about you fix Gilman and then people coming back from the Berkeley Marina drive along the frontage road and get on at Gilman? I don't know. I think that there's no clean answer. Certainly not from the information that's available yet. Process-wise, I apologize. I don't mean this to be an attack on you, Mr. Mayor, but I really would have preferred this to go through the Waterfront Committee first. I think we're bringing too many things directly to the council, and I feel like the volume of comment we got tonight and the number of questions that I still have unresolved probably wouldn't have happened or would have happened in an environment that was more appropriate to the discussion specifically of the waterfront. I would much rather have seen that happen. We could have had a recommendation from the Waterfront Committee to the council. We could have had a full staff report. We could have had written input from the Water Transit Authority, more opportunity to make a decision based on full information, as the Sierra Club's environmental justice principles would tell us. I'm very troubled by the basis on which we're making the decision. Essentially by that I mean the process. Now, I have serious doubts about the sites in Albany and in Berkeley, and by Berkeley I'm including the Gilman site, which is not in Albany, and that's something that peripherally troubles me, that we're being asked to make a recommendation to the Water Transit Authority about a site that's not even in our own city. So, if we go ahead and vote as it is now, and if I vote against it, it's not going to be because I'm opposed to a park at the waterfront, which I want very much. I will admit, however, that I can see under a certain well-planned process that our city waterfront planning process hopefully will be, there could be an attractive ferry terminal that fits into a park. Angel Island is a great place to go by boat, and I'd say that's largely park. Again, I'm not solidly on one side or the other of this, but I'm really troubled with how we've gotten to this point, and I don't like the process. I don't know, maybe you'll all start to think I'm turning into Bob Good, but I may just vote against it because I don't like how we got here, not because I'm entirely opposed to the concepts.